What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So we have some very interesting news that has arose and has been leaked, accidentally leaked, in my opinion, as three-time junior middleweight world champion, who is the undisputed junior middleweight world champion, widely considered by many, as he should be, top 5 pound for pound best fighters in the world, Jermell Iron Man Charlo, who is 35 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 19 wins by way of knockout. He is 33 years of age, 5'11" and a half with a 73.5-inch arm reach. He revealed and leaked ahead of his highly anticipated showdown, as he dares to be great. He's going to jump up from 154 to 168 to challenge 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, who is widely considered by many to be the face of the sport of boxing and is the undisputed super middleweight world champion with a record of 59 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 big wins by way of knockout. That is Saul Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach at 33 years of age. They're going to fight September 30th, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena. Now, many people, they question, why is Jermell Charlo jumping up 2 weight classes? Because he wants to dare to be great. Then they question, why is Canelo Alvarez fighting a guy two weight classes below him? Because he knows that Jermell Charlo is great. And how does Jermell Charlo fare? Now, he's bigger than Canelo Alvarez. He's 3.5 inches taller. He has a 3.5-inch arm reach advantage over Canelo Alvarez. They're the same age. But he has a bigger frame than Canelo Alvarez, okay? But how does Jermell Charlo carry that weight? Because Canelo Alvarez, he has been campaigning at 168. He's even campaigned twice at 175. So he's had 4 fights at 168. He fought against Caleb Smith in the unification bout for the vacant WBC title and the WBA title. He fought against Rocky. He fought against Rocky Fielding. So he actually had 5 fights there. He fought against Rocky Fielding at 168. He also fought against Avni Yildirim. Then he fought against Billy Joe Saunders. Then he fought against Caleb Plant. So he had 5 fights there. And then he had 2 fights at 175 when he faced off against Dmitry Bivol and Sergey Crusher Kovalev, right? So Canelo Alvarez has grown into these divisions. He's fought at these divisions, okay? He's acclimated. Now, again, Jermell Charlo's frame is bigger than Canelo, but Canelo has fought there. He's acclimated to these divisions. Nonetheless, everybody wonders how Jermell Charlo is going to fare. Canelo Alvarez is not the naturally bigger frame guy, but he's the bigger guy, right? And we had the first feature of All Access that was featured yesterday for Canelo Alvarez, Jermell Charlo, September 30th showdown. And a huge concern was raised when Jermell Charlo revealed that as he moved up in his weight, he started to feel slower. He stated, I don't like it. I start feeling slower at this weight. So we have to find out and figure out a way to keep my speed. And also, he stated when he was watching Canelo Alvarez fight against Caleb Plant in this episode, he stated that he plans on using a lot of movement and staying very active. And he stated that Caleb Plant was just going backwards and that Canelo Alvarez wasn't doing anything special, but he was just coming forward. So he stated that Caleb Plant is just going backwards and Canelo Alvarez is just simply coming forward. But let's listen to what he had to say regarding his losing his speed, which is important.
First, at one point I kind of felt like, damn, I'm slower. So I had to figure out how to continue to keep my speed as well as be strong. It's all about throwing that punch.
So you heard what he said. He said he didn't like how he felt. It's all about keeping his speed and still having his power as he moves up in weight. And, they showed this training monologue with him, doing speed training, strength training, and things of that nature. These are things that are important to note because if Jermell Charlo is, now he stated that he knew for a long time before the world knew he was going to fight Canelo Alvarez. They was in negotiations. It was a shock to many because everybody expected his identical twin brother, undefeated 2-division world champion, former unified junior middleweight world champion, and the reigning WBC middleweight world champion, Jermell Lions Only Charlo, who has 32 wins, no loss and no draw, 22 wins by way of knockout. He is 6 feet tall with a 74-inch arm reach. Obviously, they're identical, so he's 33 years of age. He's slightly bigger than Jermell, but he's fighting that bigger weight class. He has a slightly bigger frame when you see them next to one another. It was expected that you was going to see Jermell Charlo face off against Canelo Alvarez, and then to many people's surprise, it was Jermell Charlo, right? Now, Jermell Charlo, Canelo Alvarez, Jermell Charlo, they campaigned at 154 together at one point in time before Canelo Alvarez decided to start moving up through weight classes. Jermell Charlo simply stayed there. Jermell Charlo moved up and became a WBC champion as he chased down Canelo Alvarez at 160. So it was a shocker to see Jermell Charlo get the fight to begin with. Now, is he going to have the stamina through the duration of this fight? Now, again, like he said, he's already been preparing for this. He's already been gaining weight and preparing his body. And he stated that I'm only 154 pounds. Everybody talks about me being 154 pounds, but I'm only 154 pounds for 20 minutes, 30 minutes when I step on the scale. I make sure I'm at my weight to make 154. Then once I get off the scale, I'm done. I go back and I fight at 168. I'm naturally fighting normally at 168 anyway. So he's alluding to him rehydrating to 168 after he makes the weight of 154 to fight for the titles and defend his titles and unify his titles at 154. So he's stating that when he moves up in weight, right, it's not going to be that big of a deal because he naturally does it anyway. And he walks around close to that weight anyway, right? But I just find this very, very interesting and very important that he felt like and revealed this, that he wants to move around the ring. He wants to be active. He let it be known, and he stated, well, I'm not going to give too much of my game plan away. That's all I'm going to say. As a matter of fact, cut this part out is what he stated. So he stated that he's not going to, he doesn't plan on staying stationary for Canelo Alvarez. That's his biggest weakness. Canelo Alvarez has slow feet, but he cuts the ring off very, very well, and he judges distance very, very well. He puts a lot of physical and mental pressure on his opponents very, very well, and he has fast hands and fast combinations, and he bends at the hips very well. He slips punches very well, so he's very good at that. He makes up for his lack of foot speed with his ring IQ, closing off the ring, cutting off the ring, and closing the distance, and using his combination punches, not wasting any opportunities when he gets his way on the inside. So with that said, Jermell Charlo is saying that he's going to utilize the ring. But if he lost his speed and he feel like he's losing his speed, and they're using strength reaction training drills, as you've seen in here, to regain that speed and to compose it, to keep it, okay, to harness it, to keep it, and to be able to display it September 30th, right? I just think this is super interesting that he stated he felt like he was losing his speed and he didn't like that, okay? And so can he be able to keep that weight, his speed, as the fight start to unfold and play out? And Canelo Alvarez is a master at strategically breaking his opponents down. So what he does is he goes to your body and he punches your arms. And while he punches his arms, you see when he fought against Caleb Smith had a huge contusion on his left bicep because Canelo Alvarez, Caleb Smith is 6'3" with a 78-inch arm reach, 82-inch arm reach, and he kept punching Caleb Smith's bicep, and he had a huge contusion, a huge knot on his bicep because Canelo Alvarez was targeting that area, so he couldn't punch. And if Jermell Charlo is struggling with his hand speed and Canelo Alvarez is targeting those areas, and he starts to slow down and start to have moments where Canelo Alvarez is catching up to him and catching him on the ropes, and his hand speed is already slipping, and his just physical reaction is already slipping, he's going to be in trouble. So this just makes it that much more interesting to see. Let's listen to it once more.
First, you know, at one point I kind of felt like, damn, I'm slower. So I had to figure out how to continue to keep my speed as well as be strong. It's all about throwing that punch.
So you heard what he said, man. Let's see how this unfolds. September 30th is going to be interesting. That's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV. All one word. Y'all already know what it is. Your boy Blue. I'm signing off. I'm gone. Peace.